All right, class is in session. I am so honored to be here with Lisa Marie today. She is a sound healer among many other things. She's going to explain her setup to us and the power of healing with sound. I've had the pleasure of experiencing several of her sound baths, and I was just so excited to learn more about her and her story, and so she can tell you guys more about sound healing and her energy work. So Lisa, thank you so much for giving us your time and energy today.
Thank you for having me. I'm excited and I've been looking forward to this. It's been a long journey for me, and as you can see, we have quite a setup. I use crystal singing bowls to produce sound frequency and vibration. It can get quite loud. We have the gong and chimes. Some bells. And so the history of sound healing, it has been around for thousands of years, and it's only really been in my awareness for the last few years. And the first time I heard crystal singing bowls and like the Tibetan bowls, I knew I had to have a set for myself. And so when I got them, I started playing them myself and my husband, and I realized all the incredible things it was doing for my body. It really helped to reset my nervous system. I suffered from a lot of anxiety. I had a lot of health issues in the past, and went through years of trying to find different things to feel better, going from like being in pain every day, anxiety, depression, to where I wanted to do things. And so along with diet and physical activity, I was able to kind of get myself to a space where when I got into the sound bowls, it did such amazing things for myself that I thought everybody needs this, and here we are today.
That is really an interesting and exciting story, and I'm so proud of you for like putting in the work to heal yourself. It's a lot of energy and work to like push forward and feel better, and I've had a lot of that experience myself. And I'm so curious to know, when you bought your bowls, or just for anyone that wants to buy bowls, is there like a specific thing to look for? Do you think they're like mass produced and people make them in a way that is not as they were intended, or they're not as powerful? How can you tell like a quality bowl from a knockoff?
It's kind of hit and miss. There are stores that have them. You can go in and look at them. But they do come in tuned to different notes and hertz. So these are tuned to the 432 hertz, which is the hertz of the earth. And other ones you'll find are 440 hertz. A lot of music on the radio is all tuned to in 440 hertz. This one here is 528. So it has a higher frequency. And so you really just have to do the research on your own and kind of decide what is right for you. I went with the 432 hertz. They are all tuned according to the chakras and the certain notes that would go with your chakra. So for example, this one is the low C note, and you would kind of, if you think of the musical scale, you have lower to higher, and this one here is the crown, so
beautiful.
It has a much higher pitch.
Do the sounds correlate with the different types of healing, or does it all just work together to provide whatever different types of healing you're aiming for?
The root is actually my favorite, and I feel the most impact on my entire body. But you can kind of look at them in terms of the section of the body. So this would be something that would keep you rooted, work with the lower part of your body. The sacral would be generally your sacrum, sex organs, solar plexus kind of starts to move you into the abdomen and some of your major body organs like liver, kidneys, and so you could kind of direct in that sense. Green is for the heart, blue is for the throat. This indigo is for the third eye, and purple for the crown, which can also be represented with, white. But for today's purposes, we'll just stick with that. A lot of the bowls come in, like clear, frosted white. You could get some really beautiful, really, really high-end ones that are actually made with different gemstones. These are made of quartz. Someday maybe I'll have some that are made with some amethyst crystal or some different things like that.
That would be so beautiful.
Yeah, they make amazing sound and they look really good. But I really like color, so these really caught my eye. And when we do things at night, we light them up and we have just beautiful glow coming from them. And we have color changing lights so that you just get a really interesting visual effect, although it's mainly for sound and having the frequency penetrate your body. It's also fun to watch. And so when I play them, it almost gets a little bit hypnotic because it's just so beautiful to have going on.
Yeah, and what's the name of your YouTube channel?
Twin Flame Harmony 144, and that generally most of the videos that we've been putting on there are my husband and I playing. We have another set of bowls, and so it's taken over our living room. And I told him the sofa has to go. We just need more, get a couple bean bags and more instruments. And so we play together pretty much every night. It's not just something that I do, it's something that we do and incorporate into our lives every day. We play for our animals, and they have a lot of benefit from it too. You can hear them react to it with snoring, with decompressions, with, it kind of helps to get the flow going in your body and really gets deep into your cells and can purge out toxins, lactic acid. It's good for athletes and athletic recovery. Anyone with chronic illness and pain, it can really soothe you and just put you into kind of a lullaby state or peace and tranquility, and act as a massage for your nervous system.
And I know it really calms you in the moment when you're having this sound bath, but if you have a temporary injury, how many sessions of sound do you think it would take to get solid results?
Ideally, in a perfect world, I'd say a weekly sound bath could do a person a lot of good. I do it nightly for my husband and I. We'll give them to each other. Or we'll play together. And but generally, if you can at least make it to a sound bath once or twice a month, that'll kind of put you ahead of the curve. Different frequency also can help fractures and different things heal faster. And that's one of the things I like, the gong. I get a lot of different interesting sounds from the gong, but it will be at a really low frequency, and some of the lower frequencies can encourage healing of injuries a little bit faster. And I have a workshop coming up soon where I'll actually go through the science behind it and the different frequencies that you would want to use to address certain types of injuries, because really everything has a frequency. And so when you're really trying to get to certain processes in the body, different types of disease or illness, pain, inflammation, you can really custom tailor the frequency for that. And I use a I have an app on my phone that actually will take a measurement of the hertz. So I've checked the tuning of my instruments to make sure that they are accurate in what they're supposed to be putting out. And sometimes when I'm playing, I'll have it on and I'll just kind of watch if I'm trying to find, hit a specific range for someone. And it's a work in progress, and it's constantly trying to learn more and develop and enhance what I can do for people.
That's really awesome. And I'm glad you brought up the scientific component, because I know sometimes we can get like a little pushback, or people that are like, oh, I haven't really dove into this realm before. But if you think about it, I mean, who doesn't feel soothed from music? I mean, even like rocking out to your favorite song, or dancing and just listening to calming music. I know when I go to like a doctor's office or a grocery store or something, I'm so impacted by the noise there. Like, I love when they just have the calming TV, like showing pretty nature sounds and pictures. And we've all been affected and impacted by sound. I mean, every single day of our lives. You play a mobile for babies to fall asleep and to soothe anyone that's on bed rest. You listen to calm music. So it makes perfect sense to me.
I love it. I make special videos and put them on YouTube for specific friends to listen to that maybe we're not geographically close in proximity, so they can't come to the sound bath. So I'll make them videos, so they can listen at night when they're going to sleep, or if they have a panic attack or some anxiety, it can help, they can, away from me, they can still like find a way to calm and settle themselves. And if you really break down music and think about it, and sounds, you can play really harsh. And I don't want to single out any type of genre, but there can be some really harsh music out there. And it generally doesn't put you in a calm state of mind. It's like maybe stirs up some drama, some angst, some anger. And so to me, it's like common sense to know soothing sounds, soft sounds, nature sounds are going to soothe, versus, a lot of noise and racket.
Yeah.
Won't.
Yeah.
Essentially.